They say the most terrifying curses are born from love, and Yuta Okkotsu is living proof. Once just an ordinary boy, Yuta's life changed forever the day his childhood friend Rika died and returned as something monstrous. Bound to him as a cursed spirit of overwhelming power, Yuta became both her prison and her prisoner. Hunted by sorcerers, haunted by guilt, and driven by a promise he could never let go. This timid boy would one day stand among the strongest in Jujutsu High. But before he became a hero, Yuta was a boy cursed by love. In the world of Jujutsu sorcery, where curses born from human negativity roam, a young boy named Yuta Okkotsu found himself at the center of a tragic tale. As a child, Yuta was joyful yet timid, sharing an unbreakable bond with his best friend, Rika Orimoto. They were inseparable, like two peas in a pod. On his birthday, Rika gave him a ring, a symbol of their innocent promise to marry when they grew up. But fate dealt a cruel blow when Rika was struck and killed in a horrific car accident right before Yuta's eyes. Devastated beyond words, Yuta's overwhelming grief twisted into something dark and powerful. Rika's spirit refused to leave him, transforming into a vengeful curse, a special grade cursed spirit bound to Yuta. This curse became his fierce protector, lashing out at anyone who dared bully or harm him, but it also turned his life into a cycle of chaos and isolation. Years later, as a high school student, Yuta lived as a recluse, tormented by the curse. He even tried to end his own life to escape the guilt and pain, but Rika's power intervened, saving him against his will. His nightmare seemed endless until Satoru Gojo, the enigmatic and immensely powerful Jujutsu sorcerer, stepped in. With his signature blindfold and boundless confidence, Gojo saw Yuta's hidden potential and the peril of the uncontrolled curse. He whisked Yuta away to Tokyo Jujutsu High School, a hidden academy where young sorcerers honed their skills to battle curses. At the school, Yuta met his new classmates, the fierce Maki Zenin, who wielded cursed tools with unmatched skill despite lacking her own cursed energy. The eccentric Toge Inumaki, whose cursed speech forced him to communicate only through rice ball ingredients to avoid harming others. And Panda, a living cursed corpse in the form of a panda, crafted by the school's principal. Under Gojo's tutelage, Yuta began training in Jujutsu sorcery. He struggled initially, but his connection to Rika granted him extraordinary strength. As he delved deeper, he discovered that Rika wasn't just any curse. She was among the most formidable ever known, capable of unleashing massive destruction. Lurking in the shadows was the antagonist, Suguru Geto, once a student at Jujutsu High and Gojo's close friend. Now a rogue sorcerer driven by hatred. Geto viewed non-sorcerers as worthless monkeys and dreamed of a world ruled solely by those with Jujutsu powers. He fixated on Rika's immense energy, scheming to sever her from Yuta and claim it for himself. Geto's plan culminated in a massive assault. He assembled an army of curse users and unleashed the Night Parade of 100 Demons on December 24th, declaring all-out war on non-sorcerers and targeting Jujutsu High to absorb Rika's curse. Chaos erupted as Yuta's classmates fought back with everything they had. Maki clashed in an emotional duel with her sister Mai. Toge wielded his cursed speech to command and subdue enemies, and Panda charged through the fray, smashing opponents aside. Yet Geto zeroed in on Yuta, cornering him in a desperate standoff. In the heat of battle, Yuta unleashed Rika's full fury. The curse rampaged wildly, but Yuta confronted his buried trauma head-on. He forged a binding vow with Rika, offering his life in exchange for her ultimate power. This unlocked boundless cursed energy within him, turning the tide in an epic confrontation. Geto unleashed his devastating maximum, Uzumaki technique, but Yuta overwhelmed him with raw force, even mimicking Geto's own curse manipulation to seal his victory. As the dust settled, Yuta stood triumphant over Geto, who, in his final moments, pondered his warped ideals before succumbing. The vow demanded Yuta's life as payment, but in a poignant twist, it broke the curse instead. Yuta's genuine love and sacrifice freed Rika's spirit, allowing her to find peace at last. She ascended, her ethereal form thanking him one final time before fading away. With the curse lifted, Yuta chose to forge ahead as a Jujutsu sorcerer, honoring Rika's memory and growing stronger. His journey paved the way for greater battles to come, a testament to love, loss, and redemption in a world shadowed by curses.